here by Paul Lagouretos here from Tony'sPicks.com. And it's time to get underway here on the show. We'll start here Champions League action here for Tuesday as Sevilla takes on Copenhagen.
Yeah, this is an early match in the Champions League, and keep in mind that those early matches, they're always tricky. So Sevilla, yes, they did change their coach. They went for matches unbeaten with 3 draws and a win, but then they lost to Real Madrid on the road by 3-1. Which we did give out the both teams to score as a free play earlier in the week. Now, keep in mind that on Friday, guys, I went 4-1 with my free plays, and some of them were at huge prices. So we're looking to keep it up here. So Sevilla versus Copenhagen. Sevilla, bad defense. Copenhagen, bad offense. They still haven't scored a single goal so far, but now they're threatened by elimination. So this is a nice motive to get those players fired up, and maybe they'll get on the score sheet. So I see both teams to score at plus money, and I love it. So Sevilla versus Copenhagen, both teams to score plus 105 here.
All right, Paul Lagouretos, find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. This is Champions League action for Tuesday. We got Sevilla and Copenhagen, both teams to score. The return plus 105. All right, you guys are tuned in Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. And the best way to do it here, guys, is make sure to like and subscribe and set those notifications so you're live with us. So you get these plays and get the best numbers. And some days, these games start off just in minutes, so you don't want to miss any picks here from our show. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lagouretos. Continuing here with Champions League action here for Tuesday as Benfica take on Juventus.
Yeah, Benfica are sitting second in that group with 8 points on a tie with PSG at the top spot, of course, but with a worse goal differential. And Juventus are sitting third with 3 points, and Maccabi Haifa are sitting fourth with 3 points. So this is a crucial match, and it will shape the group in the sense that if Juventus don't win, they're eliminated from the Champions League. Maybe they can make it to the Europa League through the third spot, but they definitely need a win here. So the problem is that Juventus, yes, they're coming off back-to-back wins against Empoli and Torino, which are to be taken with a grain of salt because these are not very good sides in the Serie A. And now Benfica are playing at home where they've been really, really good so far in the season. All wins and just 1 draw against PSG, to be honest. And they also kept PSG to a couple of draws in their last 2 matches in the Champions League. So this Benfica side is the real deal. But their defense hasn't been really, really good. Yes, they're coming off a clean sheet against Porto, but it was a match with a lot of cards, a lot of fouls, red cards for Porto as well. So take that the result with a grain of salt again. Prior to that, they had 4 matches with both teams to score, and Juventus, yes, they haven't been involved in a match with both teams to score in any of their last 4 matches, but I expect that to change. Keep in mind that those 2 teams will look for goals in order to increase their chances for a top 2 finish in the group, because keep in mind that these are 4 teams in the group. Okay, the 2 top teams, they move on to the knockout round of the Champions League. The 3rd best team moves on to the knockout round of the Europa League, and the 4th team is eliminated. So there is a lot at stake here. So I'm going with both teams to score in this occasion, minus 135. I think, that's a fair price here.
Paul, I find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Champions League action for Tuesday. Benfica and Juventus. He likes both teams to score. The return here is minus 135. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. If you're looking for Paul's best bets, you can find him over at Tony'sPicks.com by clicking the link in the description. Click on the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Keep an eye on those late Steam plays. Those are picks that our cappers are released here within 10 minutes and 2 hours of kickoff. These will hit at high rates because they are given at release here right very close to game time. And for our long-term customers, you will receive an email notification of those plays. Only for those plays. The regular member picks, you have to sign into the members area and get them. But you can get it also for any of our long-term passes. You can sign up right now for a 7-day pass. Get all of Paul's plays for 7 days, including his late Steam plays. So when he makes those late releases, you get notified by email with them, with the pick. So keep an eye there when you sign up for those 7 days. Those are just the late Steams. Those are just the plays that are entered the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. You can access this page by clicking the link in the description. Then the All Cappers tab. Find Paul and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. Here, joined by Paul Lagouretos as we continue on here on our show here as we take a look here at Champions League action. We continue here with Champions League action for Tuesday as Dortmund takes on Man City.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just don't care about the totals, don't care about the sides. This is a very tricky match. Dortmund are coming off a 5-0 win against Stuttgart, and they might be, quite competitive against City here. However, I did find a prop that I think the odds are just wrong. I'm talking about Jude Bellingham. He's a 19-year-old midfielder from Dortmund. He's been really good so far in the season, and even more so lately. He's scored 5 goals in the last 6 matches with Dortmund. He scored twice over the weekend against Stuttgart. He's been excellent in the Champions League so far in the season with 4 goals and 1 assist for Dortmund in 4 matches. He scored in each of the last 4 against, in both matches against Sevilla. He scored against Manchester City. He scored against Copenhagen. And when I went to see the price, I saw plus 600 on Bellingham to score. I think that's way too high, considering what he's done so far in the season. Again, he's 19 years old, one of the best players, if not the best, of his generation. So I like Jude Bellingham to score anytime at plus 600. I think that's way, way too high.
All right, Paul Lagouretos, you find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Champions League action here for Tuesday. Dortmund and Manchester City. He likes Bellingham to score the return here, plus 600. Great value there here on Soccer Picks Daily. Guys, tune into us Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe. And when you get plays like these, you want to get them fast because these lines move. That's one of the reasons why you want to subscribe and set notifications so you get the best numbers and don't lose value. So tune in live to get the maximum value from these picks. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by